Yo, what up? My name is Jordan, and before we start, I just wanted to let people know that I'm recording this on my PlayStation, so the audio may not be that great. So, in this video, I'm going to talk about why Pathfinder is the best legend to play in solos in Apex and give you guys some in-game tips to improve your success when using this legend. Alright, let's get into it. Your number one best tool is your grapple. If you've put some playtime into Pathfinder already in Apex Legends, you know that this is especially true, so make sure that you use it all the time, even when looting, to minimize the time spent not searching for kills and positioning yourself in advantageous places. The grapple allows you to fling yourself forward or around a corner at lightning speed, giving you the ability to potentially escape a certain death, run faster from point A to point B, like escaping the storm, hunting down a weak player, and flinging yourself behind an unsuspecting player. It also has insane verticality, allowing you to position and engage enemies from angles they are not expecting. Moving on from there, Pathfinder has insane potential during 1v1 duels, which are most prevalent in solos, and here's why. Most new to average players struggle is the point at which neither you or your enemy dies within the first trade, and you guys dip behind cover to heal. How you re-engage is crucial to who is the victor for that duel. If you break line of sight during a duel with an enemy, you have three strategic options: re-engage defensively, re-engage offensively, or just simply escape. You're going to want to re-engage defensively when you know your opponent has the health advantage on you. This is easily done by just paying attention to what shields they had and how much damage you did to them versus their incoming damage to you. Like if they slammed you and you barely got any damage in, you're gonna want to bounce out that place, grapple away to like a safe spot to heal up. And his grapple is honestly the strongest mobility tool in the game. It allows you to put the largest distance between yourself and an enemy in the shortest amount of time possible, more so than any other legend abilities. So also, utilizing his verticality, you can escape to high positions that your enemies won't be able to follow. Also, using the grapple mid-fight is a very viable option as well. How you can be effective using it this way is by disrupting the pacing or flow of the gunfight by repositioning. So, for example, if I'm confident in my loadout, weapons, and my armor, I will mostly use this technique because, in my experience, it's more effective than re-engaging defensively with Pathfinder. What you're gonna want to do is break line of sight first. It's very important. And then grapple to a different position that has 1, better cover, 2, the high ground over your enemy, or 3, even grappling right behind them if you can land it right. Better cover is self-explanatory. It's going to allow you to take better shots from your previous position. The high ground in a BR game is always fantastic, especially in Apex Legends. It's going to enable you to shoot down onto your opponent's head easier while making yourself a harder target to hit. Finally, if you see the opportunity to land right behind them, then go for it if you're confident in your weapon loadout and armor level. Lots of the time you will disorient your enemy too when using this technique, leaving them wide open for a kill. Don't worry too much about being shot mid-grapple animation because the grapple moves you pretty fast on its own, and also if you're using the grapple correctly by flinging yourself, this is going to greatly increase your top speed and slightly randomize your trajectory through the air. So, moving on to his passive ability and his ultimate. Pathfinder's passive generally can be entirely useless for multiple games, but, priceless on the few that have helped you win in the final circles. His survey beacon is only really useful in those final circles to help you better determine how to rotate to the most advantageous position within the circle. His ultimate ability is just another one of his repositioning tools at his disposal. It's almost like a supplement to his grapple with how often you get it back. In solos, your ultimate is going to most likely be used to traverse the map faster when looting, searching for kills, or running from the storm if need be. But strategic uses of his ultimate include moving from a high ground position to another high ground position without ever having to cross a low ground area. For example, crossing a canyon from one hillside to another when like one of the already placed in-game zip lines aren't available to you at that exact spot. Also, it can be used as a risky engagement tool if you're rocking only close range weapons like I always do to close the gap on an unsuspecting opponent. That's very important. Do not grapple to an opponent that knows you're there or knows that you're going to be grappling towards or ziplining towards them. That's a horrible idea. Don't ever do that. Only to an unsuspecting opponent. And what you want to do is jump off the zip line before you get too close and they hear you coming, then grapple the rest of the way to finish that final gap to the enemy. When done right, you will be dropping in from the sky onto your opponent and absolutely shredding them before they can react. Just make sure that you have a predetermined point to land your grapple before you jump off the zip line so that you don't like fall off, you know, the top of the building that they're on or the cliff that they're on or whatever, because that would suck. Anyway guys, that's all for the video, and hopefully anybody looking to improve at Apex Legends solos can find some use from at least one of the tips in this video. Peace. Dude, the storm does so much damage. Yo, I got 30 seconds until close. No, the storm. I have gold everything again, Pedro. You heard? And I have 7 kills right now. Using grapple. Recharging shields. Took out an enemy. Out it. Recharging shield. Using warning. Giving my shields a recharge. I might die in the— oh, I won! He died in the storm. Let's go. I almost died in the storm too, but I got him so weak. We both got each other weak, and I had the fast heals, so I was able to stay alive.
You are the Apex
oh my
champion.
God, I had some nasty plays, Pedro. Oh my God. 2 back-to-back solo wins, 10 kills.